Hello there, ladies and gentlemen. Moletrap in the house, and this is none other than Leta versus GoRush. And Leta is on your screen right now in his tight height shirt. Haha. See, I made a rhyme there. That was fun. Okay. Anyway, GoRush is the KAF player, Republic of Korea Air Force, and he is going to be playing Zerg. Very, very, very famous Zerg. Hasn't been big in a while, but he was like he was like one of the other good Zergs in like the Savior era, a little bit before then. So a few years back, hasn't really pulled. I think he may have a Star League title too. I'm not sure. Let me look that up in the background here while we're getting started. But I think he does have a Star League title somewhere, sometime, somehow. But anyway, he hasn't been like all the ace players. He hasn't been spectacular in a while, except Anytime has been pretty good. Let's see here. Yeah, we got GoRush actually has 2 titles. I didn't even realize that. He has got an NSL in 04 and a OCL in 03. OCL. What is that? Is that was like? Oh, okay. That's kind of like a. That's what I'm thinking of. Yeah, it's a challenge league, so that's not a real title. So yeah, it just has the 1 Star League title. Back in the day, for those of you that are relatively new to the StarCraft scene, they used to do for the OSL, they used to have this system where they'd have the OCL, the Challenge League, and that was kind of like this mini tournament that got you the 4th seed in the OSL. And so it was kind of like a qualifier tournament, but if you won against all the other qualifiers, you actually technically got a seed in the OSL. And if you got into the second round of the OCL, and then you lost, and you were still qualified for, the round of 32 of the OSL, or something like that. Anyway, it was a really ridiculous, complex system, and so the system they have now is despite being complex as well, is actually less complex. So let's be glad for that, I guess. Although I kind of liked the old system. It was intriguing to have all these different ins and outs and stuff. But that was just because I'd spent hours studying it and figuring out how it worked. So anyway, when's this game going to get started? Anyway, Leta, the clear favorite in this game, by the way. Like I was saying, GoRush is, he's been good in the past. I didn't realize he went back all the way to 03. I knew he was old school, but I guess I didn't realize he was really big and that far back. And he's got a lot of older fans and stuff like that. But he's been playing okay of late, but not spectacular. He's been like a B-class player. He hasn't been one of the old school favorites like that's gone and just completely fallen off the map and just not played well at all for a long time. He's always played decently, and he's gotten into a few low levels of Star Leagues and things. But Leta, on the other hand, has been a dominant force in StarCraft. And he's been playing really well. He's gotten into not very, but somewhat high places in recent Star Leagues. I think he got locked out of a round of 8 by Luxury or something like that. I think he was in the round of 16 of the other Star League as well, maybe the round of 8, I don't remember. So yeah, he's going to be probably the favorite on this is going to be on Neo Medusa, which you can do some interesting things on Neo Medusa, so maybe we'll see something surprising. Who knows what's going to happen. Anyway, well, it looks like there's a lot of stuff on the beginning of this video, so apologize if you wanted to just get straight to the game, but in the meantime, I could just talk about other stuff. I love having time to ramble. I remember when I was first starting commentating, it was always tough to like fill up the space and always trying to figure out what to say. And now it's like there's never enough time to say what I want to say. I'm always thinking about 5 things at once, and that's why it bugs me a little bit when people are like, "Oh, you forgot to mention this thing." It's like, okay, go back and listen to my commentary and notice how I was talking constantly almost the entire game. There was no space in there for me to fit in everything, and obviously there's 10 things going on at once for both players in a StarCraft game at this level. So it's hard to say everything that's going on and everything that might be significant. And I do miss things too, so that's part of it sometimes. But oftentimes, like, I saw it and I just chose not to mention it because I was in the middle of another thought. And so, anyway, Leta is the Teal Terran now. We're gonna see him at the 3 o'clock position, I believe it was. And GoRush, yes. And GoRush is the white Zerg player. He's going to be approximately 10 o'clock, which is top left for the time impaired, or the people that only learned how to read a digital watch, I suppose. In this day and age, that's possible. Anyway, technology is really getting weird these days. Like the kids these days, they have never used certain pieces of technology that I have, and it's kind of strange. And you know, it's a sign of the times, and I'm a fan of progress and all, but it's just kind of weird. And I'm not that old, so it must be even weirder for people that were around, you know, before computers even existed. I grew up with computers around, you know, stuff like that. Anyway. Kids these days and their damn cell phones. That's my point. That's what I'm trying to say. That's really what I'm getting at here, is that you damn kids need to get off my lawn. I've never actually heard an old person talk like that. I don't know where that stereotype came from. Drinking loony juice today, folks. Leta is putting his barracks on his front door. Looks like he's going to think about walling off, although he didn't put his depot out there, so it's not going to be very easy for him to wall off there, actually. He could just be putting it in a forward position, just with the intention of getting some early Marines out, putting a little bit quick pressure on, you know, by having it there instead of back in his base. I don't know why he would put it in his base, honestly, though. Depending on what his plan was. But, get some gas going. We got gas. I'm not sure. It might be some kind of mech thing going on here. It's a possibility. It's always a possibility with Leta. But GoRush has got his pool down already. It looks like he went for a 12 hatch into pool. So pretty standard play there against... Yeah, and here's the drone scout that a lot of Zergs... Oh, whoa, what'd you do that for, buddy? Oh, man, why'd you do that? He turned his drone around. He could have easily got... He chose to save the drone instead of going in and getting a scout. I think he could have gotten past that Marine pretty easy. And, let's see what he's going to do now. Is he going to set up depots? No, a factory right on the front door. So... I thought, yeah, he's maybe that barracks positioning, actually without the wall off, maybe that is what indicated that he was going back and he didn't need to go all the way in. I don't know. That would be, I don't know how that could tell that. That's a bigger level of understanding of StarCraft than I have. But anyway, I think he could have gotten past that Marine and scouted this, but apparently he kind of knows what's coming regardless. Oh, one drone goes down. Another drone is going to go down, and just, oh, 2 drones go down. 1 Marine finally goes down. The SCV not doing much in that battle, though. Just kind of running around and not protecting the Marines very well. So 1 Marine did go down, but 2 drones for 1 Marine is a pretty good